Hi guys! Welcome to my first painting video. Today I'm going to be painting a old style Rogue Trader Chaplin from Warhammer 40k. Here's the list of paints that I used for this project, and without further ado, let's get painting. So here's what the Chaplin looks like fully primed. I just used a white primer from a rattle can, but you can use whatever you like. Doesn't matter for primer. I know a lot of people have different opinions on primer, but to me, the only thing that matters is the grain and if it takes the paint well. So right here, I'm just going in with Vallejo Black Gray, just gonna cover all the armor parts with this. For the consistency of paint, I try to keep it pretty thin when doing base coats, just so it doesn't clog up any detail or anything like that. And I usually do 2 thin coats of this. Now I'm going to be going in with Vallejo Flat Earth, and I'm going to hit all the skulls. It's a little tricky to get into all of them just because of the placement and how many there were. I also decided not to paint his face skull as the same kind of tone. I'm going to go in with that with a lighter gray just to vary it up a bit. And right here I'm hitting his little, I believe it's an ammo pouch. I'm just hitting that with some Rhinox hide just to make it a different kind of brown. So we don't have all the same browns and not everything looks the same. And right here, I'm just painting the face mid-tone gray, and then I'm going to come in and we're going to highlight that back up to white later. This, in my opinion, was probably the hardest part of the model to paint, just because his face it's defined, the part plates of metal on the helmet, but it really is a little soft on the detail, so you really have to get in there, start edge highlighting it as much as you can. I also think that the face of all these Rogue Trader models should be the focal point, mostly because of how distinct and unique the sculpts are. This is a pretty cool sculpt overall. Again, there were some discrepancies in terms of helmet design back then, but I think it's kind of an interesting design. And then I mixed up a purple from a deep blue and a red to get his staff painted up, or handle, or whatever you want to call it. Then for the trim on the legs, I just went in with a darker red skin tone paint just to base coat it for making it brighter later. Then for the really irritating part, I'm doing all the edge highlighting on his armor. I didn't film all of it because I had to go back and redo some of the armor plating in a darker black color. But yeah, so I'm just going in with some blue from Privateer Press. I'm going over all the edges, anywhere where our armor panel might end, or the edges of the shoulder pads. And then after that I went in with a lighter blue, not covering all of the blue we had before, but carefully applying it, and then just hitting the very tips of the edges of the armor plating with a white. No real easy way to go around this. You just gotta take your time and be careful with it. I also went in and highlighted up the face. Here I'm base coating the plasma pistol with black. I always do this when I paint metals just so it has a nice shading quality to it where the black shows through underneath. And after that I'm just going to paint the plasma pistol glow, blue, deep blue. Now I'm just going in with the lighter red that I used to highlight his trim around the legs that we base coated earlier. And after that, you're going to see me dot the eyes with that same lighter red. So in the end, I did decide to repaint his Crozius non-metallic metal, and I went for more of a warm gold tone. And here you just see me highlighting the tail feathers, I guess. And it's kind of hard to highlight this thing because a lot of the detail is, it's not that it's obscured, but it's tiny and it's not super exact. But yeah, I think that turns out pretty well in the end. I just highlighted it up to kind of a warm yellow. And after that, you're going to see me paint the things at the top of the skulls and the shoulder pads. I don't know what they were, so I just went with a nice red, just to make it pop a little bit. And with that, he was basically done. Let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see how I did the base. It's pretty simple, but I could easily do that. And here's a quick 360 of the model. I would love to hear suggestions for models to paint in the future, or projects, or anything. He was a pretty fun guy to paint. A little hard to get some of the detail in there, but honestly, it was still fun. These old models really, I find them really enjoyable to look at and to paint. And he's going to look great in whatever army I decide to put him in. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment, tell me what you think. And I would really appreciate a like and subscribe. And just be sure to hit that bell button if you would like to get future updates. Thanks. Have a great day.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.